Welcome to the TruGolf Academy. My name's Jon Watts and you've joined me in my swing studio. Today I'm joined by Kevin Hale, a good friend of mine from the Forest of Arden. And today's video is going to be giving you 3 ways that you can pure your irons. So point number 1 on pure your irons is going to be about creating a descending blow. So I think it's a big concept with a lot of amateur golfers. They're actually trying to perhaps get the ball up in the air, especially when they look down and they don't see a lot of loft on the golf club. So what we want is a descending blow. We want to be able to strike the ball, then the turf.
Absolutely right there, John. So just as a concept there, obviously you've got the golf ball on the ground. Imagine in my hand is the floor and the turf. So I need this golf club to be travelling slightly down, take the ball, and that's what's going to lift the ball onto the club head and get under the ball and lift the ball. Okay, if you're thinking we need to try and create height by lifting the ball, effectively, imagine this is a continued line. We're either going to hit the ground before the ball and lose all the power in the ground, or we're going to miss the ground, club's coming up, and we're going to top the ball.
Right, so we're going to go into an exercise, something you can do really simply on the driving range or at home that's going to help you next time you get onto the golf course to make sure you're getting this ball turf strike. So what could we use? I was just thinking about a towel. And what I'm going to do, it's a long golf towel, but I'm just going to fold it in half and I'm just going to put it behind the golf ball. We're going to leave about a club head's width from the golf ball to the towel, and Kevin's just going to actually be making some swings, trying to strike the ball and the ground, missing the towel. So we're going to start off perhaps just doing it with a few practice swings there first.
That's a great one. Just measure the club head behind the ball and just put the towel in there.
Absolutely.
Perfect. And we'll just knock the ball just a little bit to the side. So I'm just visualising that the ball is on the line there, on that yellow line, and just doing a few steady swings. I'm looking to touch the ground, okay? I want to hit the ground anywhere on that yellow line or after the yellow line. Real simple there. So if I'm making swings and I'm touching the ground, that's good news. If I'm making a few swings and I'm either hitting the mat, the towel there, which is obviously going to make a big imprint, or I'm not able to get down and hit the ground, then we're doing some things wrong. We're definitely lifting up, or we're leaning back and we're trying to lift that ball. Definitely.
So just show us a couple of those. If you don't mind going into, so you've seen a couple of practice swings there. And I think what Kevin did really well, as he demonstrated, was striking the mat. So many people, when they try this for the first time, they miss the towel, but they're not striking the mat. They're not striking the turf. So it sounded really good. You want to try and get this towel quite low to the ground. It does make it difficult and it does interfere a little bit in your takeaway, but don't put too much pressure on that. The idea is, can he strike the ball, hit the ground and miss the towel? One more and we'll just have a quick look at the data. Very good. Might hit the line, that one. So I'm just going to wait for that one to come up and I'm really quickly going to just highlight the angle of attack. So you're using there a 7-iron.
That's right, yeah.
And we're getting an angle of attack on the way down, 6 degrees as an average, so 5.4 and then 6.7. So what Kevin demonstrated so well is that he's striking downwards, getting the ball, then the turf. He's not actually leaning backwards, striking the ground before the ball. So point number 2 to strike your irons better, really help you pure those irons, is going to be about getting open at impact. So what I want you to be able to demonstrate here for us in a second, Kevin, is that you get your chest open at impact. We're looking for around 20 to 30 degrees, and if possible, your hips to be more open than your chest. And I think I record, and I'm sure you're the same, so many amateurs where at impact, we see them pretty much zero. We don't really see their hips or their chest opening up towards the target.
Absolutely, John. So just really relevant to to drill number 1 there, where we're trying to hit down on the ball. The only way you can successfully do that is your body is clearing and rotating into impact.
And where do you feel your pressure there?
Absolutely, the pressure is through the left side there, through my left foot. So keeping good balance and rehearsing that position there. You can see if I just come down the line there as if I'm hitting a ball, you know, the chest is really sort of 20, 30 degrees open quite easily. So if I just do a little rehearsal here, and I think it's about just finding that movement with your own golf swing. So as we take it up to the top of the swing and just rehearse a few times, coming into impact, and already demonstrating that the chest and the hips are open to the target. They're not straight on. What sometimes you see is obviously either someone's just trying to clear the hips and then they hand back with the chest, or everything's pretty slow, and then they're really going to scoop the ball as well. So just, as I said, rehearsing that position at impact, trying to find that position, and then we do a small backswing, a little rewind, and then punch through the ball, and just get a real good sensation of that, and start to build it. Okay, so start with a real short one. That's only a sort of 60, 70 yard shot carry. And then as we build it up, we're going to do a little bit more each time. So if I can just replicate a good impact position again, turning a little bit bigger, and you start to feel that strike.
That looks really, really good. The one little thing I want to add to that is what Kevin was demonstrating so well from my angle was his keeping his head over the golf ball as he got his body open. So he wasn't getting everything over here. Yes, we want the pressure onto that lead leg, but we're not looking for the whole body swaying towards the target. So head stayed over the ball and body really open. That was fantastic. So that takes us on to point number 3, which is going to be centreness of strike. So we really need to make sure that we are getting a good contact, and that's from heel to toe and bottom to top, to make sure that we're passing all that energy from the club to the golf ball. So what we've got here is a really simple gait exercise. If you can talk us through this one, Kevin.
Yeah, it's a real simple. Obviously, I'm trying to hit the middle ball there, and I've got a golf ball on the inside and a golf ball on the outside. And effectively, if I move my strike slightly towards the heel of the golf ball, then I'm going to strike the ball away from me. And if I move it towards me, then I'm going to strike this inside ball. So again, even just doing a few little practice swings, just trying to understand where your club head needs to travel and making sure that I can go through there and go through the middle. And then just popping that ball in and making sure that, again, centre strike, I'm looking for obviously not touching any of the other balls. So if I'm coming in, I'm going to toe strike it, I'm going to hit this ball. Or if I'm going to heel strike, I'm going to hit that ball. So I'm hoping for the club head just to travel right through the middle.
I've clicked on the screen so the guys at home will hopefully see this ball flight, so you're under pressure. Pretty good. Pretty good, not far offline. So what he demonstrated brilliantly there was struck the middle ball, didn't disturb the one on the toe or the one on the heel. That gate could be anything you want. You could use T-pegs. We just had some golf balls handy that I think you guys would find quite easy to use on the driving range at home. So I really hope you enjoyed the content of that video. It was great to have you along today, Kev.
Hey, you're very welcome. It was really good advice for all you viewers out there, for sure.
Good plug. Make sure you check out the TruGolf Academy. All the social media info you need is coming on the bottom of the screen right now. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon.